He's like a hot pepper sommelier. His name is Kerry, and he uses his incredible sauces to make our cooking so much easier. And I feature him on my Dana Tyson podcast, brought to us by the very generous Mattress Mac at Gallery Furniture. Kerry, it's so funny. I meet you, air quotes, on the radio because you're one of our Sunny listeners who calls in to win some prizes. And I always like to ask our listeners, what do you do for a living? Where are you calling from? And you're like, I'm calling from Spring and I make hot pepper sauce. And everyone stopped in their tracks because we all love hot sauce. And you created Hotline Pepper Product Sauce out of, I don't know if you're home, if you've got a little factory in Spring. Tell us about you.
Yeah, so long story short, started off poker nights with my buddies, turned into like a friendly salsa pico de gallo competition, and I decided to make a hot sauce, and that's how it all started. I spent a couple of years developing the recipes, so they're all my recipes, and we've been in business 13 years now.
That's
So
incredible.
we do have an official certified manufacturing facility, so it's not like you can't make stuff in your kitchen and legally sell it. So we have a
Right, right.
fully certified manufacturing facility. We are Go Texan members. All our products are all natural, which is really good. We really focus on quality and flavor, so they're not just made to melt your mouth. And that we want you to enjoy your food. We want your food to taste good and enhance everything for you. But pretty much all the ingredients you can read and understand and know what they are. It's real simple, basic ingredients, and
Yeah,
that's
but
what
it's
we're really.
it's it's your seasoning. I mean, your garlicky gringo, the scorpion, scorching scorpion. I mean, Anthony took you. Yeah, there you go. I even did a video on our Instagram reel at Sunny99 Houston. You said just put this sauce with amazing avocados, mix it all up. It was
Yeah,
incredible. I mean, so simple and so delicious. And
thank
I,
you.
I you kind of are a little bit humble when it comes to, oh, I just put things together and made this. You are a master at putting these seasonings together. Was this a mom thing, a dad thing? Do you just love going to restaurants? How were you able to do this? You need to share your secret sauce with us.
Yeah, well, I've always been a foodie. I actually have some foodie club pages on Facebook that I've got over like 50,000 followers. But I've always enjoyed cooking and eating. I've always had a passion for food. I've always wanted to do something in the food industry, and it just kind of led into this. And yeah, I mean, the first four recipes that I created, I literally spent like 2 years developing them. So there was a lot of tweaking, a lot of changes, a lot of experimenting to get the flavor profiles to where I wanted them. There is a method to my madness in all of these. So they are a blend. Most of them are a blend of different types of peppers because they have different flavor profiles, and actually different peppers kind of hit you in different spots of the mouth and the tongue, the back of the throat. So they each have their own unique characteristics. So once I started learning and understanding more about the different peppers and the heat levels, I kind of combined that, and of course with my own Texas flair of like cilantro and roasted tomatillos. We fire roast the vegetables, which you don't see in a lot of hot sauces. So it caramelizes and
Oh,
brings out a little bit
yeah.
more of the natural flavor, a little bit of the sweetness. You can kind of see some of the char specks
Oh,
in there.
yeah.
Kind of see that, but
I love
yeah.
that.
So there's a lot that's gone into it, but they're very unique. They're not like the normal, typical what we call like a Louisiana style hot sauce. They're a little bit more complex, a little bit more depth of flavor to them.
I mean, you're almost like a hot sauce sommelier,
Yeah, I've had people say
right?
that. But yeah, there is. I mean, if you compare it to like grapes, for example, yeah, there are unique characteristics to the different types of peppers. So
Oh,
yeah,
I'm gonna make sure Anthony hears this. Our producer Anthony is a pepper aficionado and he just loves hot sauces. I go to your website, hotlinepepperproducts.com, and you've got all these videos. Now, are these people that work with you or are these people who are just obsessed with hot pepper sauces and they're doing kind of like a blog and you just capture their videos because there's like the hot pepper world tour. I mean, all these great things.
Yeah, we've got it's like a big hot sauce community. There's a lot of other hot sauce companies out there that make really good products too, and we're kind of like family, sort of. It's more, I mean, there's competition, but we all kind of get along for the most part, and it's a really great community. It's very unique because most businesses you compete with your competitors, you would never hang out with them and talk to them about the industry and everything, but we're all a bunch of little guys just trying to build the industry up. But yeah, so a lot of the videos are just hot sauce reviewers, and some of them are friends of mine that I've known and met from some of the hot sauce festivals over the years. Some of them have just reached out to us going, hey, we would love to review and sample your products. Just really good people, and they have a passion for what they do. They want to make review videos. We send them the product. We let them have their own voice and say so what they think about the products, and that kind of speaks for itself.
It sure does. I'll never forget going to Vermont, Southern Vermont. They had this garlic festival. It was everything garlic. Do you have a hot sauce festival close by that we could go to? Anything coming up?
No, there used to be a Houston hot sauce festival, and we did it for many, many years, but it kind of went away, unfortunately, due to the pandemic. So
Oh,
that kind of put an end to it. But yeah, it's there's one in Dallas and there's one in Austin that still goes on. I don't know if Houston will come back. Hopefully, it will. But
I hope so.
no,
If you could, Carrie, if you could pick the perfect chip or perfect um, vehicle for your hot sauce, which would it be? Name three perfect vehicles for your hot sauce that you
so
love
first,
so much.
great question. Great question. So first and foremost, our hot sauces are more like a spicy saute sauce, if you will. So if you look at the ingredients, if you were to make a base sauce for something, whether it's Asian inspired or Mexican inspired, whatever type of dish you're going to create, usually you'll start off with a base. So like butter, olive oil, onions, peppers, garlic, stuff like that as a base of your sauce.
Right.
So if you look at our ingredients, it's basically like a saute sauce, and they're absolutely amazing. I know I'm biased, but they're absolutely amazing for sauteing with. So like the garlicky gringo, I don't know why that thing it just keeps hovering around.
I love it so
Um,
much.
the garlicky gringo is great with like seafood. So if you took just a simple saute pan, put some butter or olive oil or both, and put the garlicky gringo in there, let it kind of simmer, added shrimp. You could do fish, you could do scallops, you could do diced chicken, pretty much any protein you want, mushrooms, vegetables, whatever you want, and just let it simmer and saute in there. And then you could serve it over like pasta or rice with a side vegetable. You got a quick, easy, delicious meal in like no time at all. And it really adds a lot of flavor to it. It saves you from having to get out all your seasonings and different cutting up
Great
and
idea.
dicing.
Yes.
You don't have to dice and slice your onions and garlics, everything. Just pour this in, saute it. Dinner's on the table for you and your family, and you're good to go. But any of them, really, the green sauces are really good with like lighter proteins.
Mhm.
So we got the garlicky gringo, the habanero. Those are really good with like lighter proteins. So like think seafood, fish, shrimp, chicken. The red sauces like the evil ooze, ghost
Yes.
pepper and the scorpion. Those are really good with like heavier, heartier dishes like beef, pork, cheesy dishes, enchilada, chili, those types of dishes. But yeah, so that's the first use that I would say is just sauteing with it. Second is you can actually incorporate them into other sauces. So like if you wanted to spice up a ketchup, you could add evil ooze or ghost to the ketchup. The evil ooze makes an amazing spicy mayo, which is a fantastic dipping sauce for anything you want to dip in it, anything fried, any type of, just think of it like a remoulade sauce, similar, but a little bit more
Mm.
flavorful, a little bit more spice to it. And proportionately, you can make it as hot or as mild as you prefer by mixing it with the mayonnaise. So that's really good. But yeah, ketchup, barbecue sauce, you could add it to any pretty much cocktail sauce if you want to spice that up a little bit. So they're really versatile more than just pouring it on top of your food, which you could definitely do. Um, but yeah, that's some of the most popular uses. Of course, one of our most popular recipes is the garlicky gringo guacamole, like you
Like I
you
made.
tried.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
You know
so
what? You
awesome.
know what I would suggest? I would suggest, and you can see that you're buying it on the website. I would suggest our listeners buy just your package of all different varieties. Go to hotlinepepperproducts.com and just order a whole bunch of them and then experiment with it. I think would be the best idea, like is what I did. And then we should, you can contact me on Sunny. We'd love your comments up on our social media and let Kerry know what you guys think of your hot sauces made right here in the Woodlands area.
Yes, ma'am.
That
We
is
appreciate
awesome.
we appreciate the support. So this is what I did. I got very special offer for everybody, for all the
Okay.
listeners. I didn't tell you about this beforehand, so I hope you're okay with it. But
Sure.
we love you guys, and you guys have been such a blessing and so much support for small local businesses. We greatly appreciate that. So I wanted to do something special for you guys and all the listeners, and kind of give back to the community. So we have a special promo code for 20% off any of our products online through the website hotlinepepper.com. Use promo code sunny99.1.
I love that. All right, Kerry, we'll
And
do it.
yeah, I mean, we love this station is awesome. We just want to give back to the community, and it just seems like such a good community of listeners that you guys have. It's such an excellent experience, and we listen to you guys like pretty much almost every single morning. My wife's always trying to call in and win something.
That
So
is X. What's your wife's name?
her name is Karen.
Well, Karen and Kerry, we appreciate you so much for bringing some great stuff to our taste buds. We'll play the music, you give us the food, and we're a good combination. I love that. And the code is
Absolutely.
Sunny99.1 for 20% off. That is
Yes,
excellent.
ma'am.
Kerry,
Yes,
we love you. Thank you. Keep listening. Thank you for all you do for the community. We
absolutely.
truly
Thank you.
appreciate you.
We appreciate you guys.
And we'll see you on the radio, okay?
Absolutely. We'll be listening.
Thanks, Kerry.